Bobby Kevin here from StudioMMA.com with Gilbert Melendez. Gilbert, tell us about Saturday.
Saturday, I'm looking forward to a great fight. You know what I mean? I got a tough opponent, a great challenge in front of me, and I'm excited to test myself and excited to put on a show.
You haven't fought the past 10 months or a year now almost, and the question is, people involved in the sport saying that you have to, I get totally blank. One more time. People involved in the sport are saying that champions today are no longer champions tomorrow. How do you keep yourself updated?
You know what? You got to just, stay focused, and I made a decision, after my second loss that this is going to be my career, you know what I mean? And you got to treat it like a professional, you know what I mean? There's one-hit wonders in this show, you know what I mean? They come, they win, and then they're on top of the world and they lose, you know what I mean? The next thing you know, you're fighting for the UFC title, and the next thing you lose 3 in a row, and you're nobody, you know what I mean? You're that close, and I'm counting on this to pay my bills, I'm counting on this to put food on the table, and basically that's it. This is my career, and I know I have to perform, and I'm always a student of the sport. I'm always a student. I'm a master maybe, so, but I'm always learning, and I'm always picking new things, and I got a great team behind me that sets the bar every day. All of a sudden I'm feeling great, and I have a good practice against Nate, and then Nate comes back the next week looking for revenge, and he whoops my butt, and then I'm like, oh crap, and he sets the bar, and that's how we evolve. So I think part of it is just taking this seriously, making this my career, and also having such a great stable and a camp behind me.
Okay, so you say you're well prepared, but about emotions, how does it feel to go back into the ring after a year and hearing people cheer and all that stuff?
It's a little anxiety of everything, but it's just more excitement of going in there, you know what I mean? I think one of the things I handle well is the pressure, when I go in there I hear nothing but just like a humming, almost like if I'm underwater, that's how it feels in there for me. And there's a few voices that stand out, possibly my dad's and a couple people in my corner, and I think I'm one of those people that's blessed because I could I can just focus in on that. And I think I handle pressure so well is because after my fight, I got a great girl, I got a great kid, I got a great family that's been behind me before I was a champ, before anyone knew who I was, and and I always, my life was great before I had fighting, and and people just put too much pressure on themselves for that, and I can sit back and laugh afterwards, you know what I mean? And I did my best to prepare for it, and I've done my best always, and I told myself, as long as I'm 100% prepared for a fight and do my 100% best, I'll never be upset. You know what I mean? And when I lost to Josh Thompson, it wasn't mad that I lost. I was mad that I didn't prepare to the best of my ability. And that's what I mean by taking the sport serious and making it my career. And I'm gonna perform to the best of my ability, which means that we're gonna see a great show, 100%. And I think we're gonna see a great win too.
Yesterday, when we were talking with Kawajiri, he said he prepared for you for at least 4 months. How long have you been preparing for this fight?
I've been preparing for him for a long time as well. I wish I had the green light. I wish I had the green light 4 months ago that I was fighting him, but they've been saying that I was going to fight him, and I've had a mental picture of him for a long time. You know what I mean? And especially after he beat Josh Thompson, which was New Year's Eve. We knew we were lined up. So it's January, February, March, April. You know what I mean? I watched that fight closely. So I've been mentally preparing for a long time, but I just been staying ready as well.
Now, as a fighter, the whole UFC purchased Strikeforce. How do you feel about that?
I'm pretty happy about it. You know what I mean? Like I said, I'm gonna get the best of both worlds. I think Strikeforce is a great organization. I think it'll be even better with the marketing machine of the UFC behind them, and and maybe take it to the next level and have 2 great promotions, and we can have champion versus champion, and take the sport to another level.
Is it somebody you want to fight in the UFC?
I want to fight every 155-pounder in the UFC. I like to challenge myself against everyone. I don't only want to beat the champion. I want to prove that I can beat every style out there. Everybody. There's a lot of guys are hard matchups for everybody, and styles make matchups, and and I want to beat every style.
Last question. Last time you guys fought 4.5 years ago, you guys took it to the decision. Is it something you guys trying to avoid based on you were not happy, he was not happy?
Yeah, 100%. I think we're going 5-5s this time, and if we fight at that pace we went out last time, we were both, we both had nothing left after 15 minutes. It's, so I bet someone's gonna fall.
Thank you so much, Gilbert Melendez.
All right, man.
Good luck to you Saturday, man.
All right, man.
Thank you.